Each week, Wells Fargo Bank brings us stories of athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Our Marissa Lovus is here with a story of war, a venomous snake, and rap music.
Therese, tonight we meet a young man from Africa who escaped a war and the poisonous bite of one of the world's largest venomous snakes to come to this country and eventually to the Bay Area. He is a basketball player getting ready for the playoffs, but how he got to this point is a lesson in courage and perseverance.
I've been far away, heading the wrong way, but
Imagine a 6-year-old alone and wandering the streets of war-torn African nation of Sierra Leone. That is part of Lansana Lapia's story. Lansana's village was conquered by soldiers and his mom was brutally killed during the attacks. After being forced to separate from his family, Lansana was in a desolate forest playing soccer when he was bit on his right leg by a deadly cobra snake.
I thought it was a mosquito, so I slapped my leg and then kept going.
1 week later, Lansana noticed his leg drastically swelling up from the bite. He immediately went to the closest hospital. His father and brother brought him to the hospital and abandoned him there, never to return. 2 lonely years later, and still in the hospital, Lansana met Ian Zlotlo, a visiting reconstructive surgeon from the United States. Ian was immediately approached to amputate Lansana's infected leg, but he declined to do that surgery. Instead, there was a much more optimistic plan.
We took a film back to the United States, and then they were able to get him out of the country, all of a sudden, a month later, pick him up at JFK Airport.
Because of Ian and Lansana's close relationship, Ian adopted Lansana as his son, promising to be there for the 8-year-old through it all.
I had like 14 surgeries, so I just did them. I'm not sure what else I was supposed to do. I just had to do it. No way around it.
Playing basketball was just a dream for Lansana as he endured several long, painful procedures. The doctors were able to fuse together Lansana's tibia after the poison section was removed. Doctors implanted a computerized cage around his leg, sort of a mobilized traction device to grow a millimeter of bone a day in his leg for 2 years. 14 surgeries later and a coast-to-coast move from New York to Berkeley, the miracle of Lansana walking and playing sports came true. The East Bay move brought an interest in rap music, a way for Lansana to express himself through music.
At Hoop Dreams BST, I'm on Twitter, follow me. Ain't nobody stopping me. Our numbers adding up like trigonometry.
Overcoming all of this taught Lansana a huge life lesson.
I take every day, one step at a time, so I try to smile a lot. There's no reason to be down. There's no reason to go around being mad all the time.
But with all of Lansana's good days, there are always difficult ones, remembering the misfortunes he had to overcome to be where he is today. Lansana relies on friends, his school Mid Peninsula, making music, and playing sports as his outlet to cure those sad thoughts.
When I'm down, he helps me out. When he's down, I help him out.
For the most part, he's always smiling off the court, but on the court, he has a toughness to him that you need.
If I go around the hallway singing, most high school you can't do that, but Mid Pen allows me to be myself.
Close friend David Drew can't help but credit Lansana for overcoming so much adversity in such a short amount of time.
It would be hard, I think, for anybody else to get through what he's been through and to adapt to all the changes he's adapted to in like such a quick time.
While Ian acknowledges Lansana's roots for making him who he is today, Lansana can't help but be grateful for his dad Ian, who saved his life.
Basically, all I can think is that his mother from Sierra Leone must have been full of sunshine to give him this strength to always, be smiling and perseverance.
I'm very thankful. Everything I do because of him, and I gotta improve. So I know I make mistakes, but I'm gonna fix them.
It's a bond formed 10 years ago, despite the lack of a common language or background. Just a newfound love between an unlikely father and son.
And I want to say.
Lansana hopes to return to Sierra Leone sometime in the near future, reuniting with some of his brothers and sisters, but until then he is focused on attending college, getting a mechanical engineering degree, and hopefully developing a futuristic car like the Batmobile.
Yeah, and this is one of the most incredible stories I've ever heard, and to see him running up and down the court with a fused ankle, and you can see the scars on his leg, it's just amazing. With this happy-go-lucky guy singing through the hallways, unbelievable.
Such a good kid. I wish him the best.
Absolutely.